Hello everyone, this is TheFireBlades, and that is Amnesia The Dark Descent. Now this game is quite old, so we've had a few games of it. I do like it. It's probably the first horror game that I've played. I wasn't very much into the horror games, but I downloaded this because I like the look of it. I do like the whole first-person 3D thing. And it was quite rustic as well. It wasn't glamorous or movie-based, and it was, you know, quite immersive, a bit like the old-school games. So I'm just gonna... Oh, fire lights. Fire ladies. Lovely lights. La da 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 da. And I'm just gonna dive straight... Well, I'm not gonna dive straight in, because as you can see, I'm fiddling with the options. I've done that. Alright. So in we go. If you're unfamiliar with what Amnesia The Dark Descent is, then it's an indie horror game. It's sequel to Penumbra, again, which were other games of this series. Very engaging stuff, and actually forms a precursor to a lot of indie horror games that have been created.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
So, as we just found out from the little intro there, there's a man, and he's kind of forgotten who he is. It's almost as if he had amnesia of some sort. And he's trying to remember. And he's woken up inside this castle. And this is where the game starts off. There we go. And as you can see, shit's gone down. I'm in a castle. I have amnesia, and apparently there's a shadow hunting me. Now, as you can see, there's click and drag physics. I can open the door halfway and close it halfway. Wonderful. And this enhances the immersive experience. Picked up a tinderbox, and the tinderboxes can be used to light the candles. But I'm not going to at the moment. In this game you do have to be a little bit resourceful. There's no shops, there's no merchants or anything to buy stuff from. Nope, we're walking down. When I first played this game I got as far as that and thought, you know what, no, I'm too scared. I psyched myself out way too easily. Now, it would just be cruel to introduce a monster this early on into the game. Bad for the pacing as well, of course. You've got to think about that. You've got to have a decent build-up. Now, you might think these items aren't scarce. There's tinderboxes coming out of your ears there. Well, there is at the moment, but it might just lull you into a false sense of security. Lull you. Lol. So I'm just going to queue you in. Castles are always good for scary games as well. Because they present all of that unforgiving coldness, and of course the night. The knights and the statues as well. Let's take that Mr. Helmet with us. Now, I heard footsteps, which I've never heard before. I'm going to throw this helmet at you. Now this point. Yep. I was ready to run away. Again, I got so cold chills from it there. Ugh. I couldn't play it. Again, door opens invitingly. creaky hinges, as standard. Beware! When standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for other sources of light. Lovely. So, just give you a bit of a demo of what will happen then. I mean, a step into the dark here. The eyes kind of get used to the dark after a while. I use a tinder box, it brightens up. And you'll see my field of vision kind of starts going wibbly wobbly. Oops. And you hear the scratching sound as well, which is me going slowly insane. This is my sanity meter here. And if I become too insane, I think I just collapse and die. The thing above it, of course, is my health meter. I can take hits from the enemy. It's not a one-shot kill. So you do have chance to run away. However, there is a sparse amount of healing items as well, which you may be able to use. So, again, resourcefulness is the key element of this game. Unsettling events can reduce your sanity. Doors blowing open. La di da di da. Daylight there. Now, this being a puzzle game, it's always best to have a bit of a rummage round. What was that? Oh, unless it was these. Again, because of the pacing in this game, you can get very scared very easily. However, I think it's a... Oh, God, I had a problem with this. Methodology? Methodology? Not methodology. A good method to assume nothing's scary until it actually scares you. Now, this seems a bit weird because, of course, that's what pacing exactly serves to not do. It wants to scare you beforehand. Bit drafty in here. So, now we picked up a lantern. And we've got a portable source of light, which is good. Because it can serve to, of course, illuminate dark areas and things like that. However, it does become a liability if you happen to find the monster, or he finds you, and he's chasing you. Now, it's always good to make sure you've searched as much of the room as possible, just in case you do miss something. Again, lamp oil is fairly sparse. And I've got lamp oil here. You can get some. Again, there's no shops with which to buy some. Sound appears to be coming from outside. But let's not... Oh, tinderbox. It's always good to have a bit of a rummage round. So I'm just searching for stuff. Yep. None of you, thank you. Found some lamp oil and a piece of pepper.
9th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Lots of love. So, again, when I get to this bit and I saw that a shadow is following me, again, I just quit. I couldn't deal with it. This is how scared I get with scary games. So, as you can see, a lever on the wall, and I'm going to leave it here for this episode. Just going to fill up my lamp pile. So, if you like what you see so far, and if you want to see more, stay tuned for part 2, or subscribe to the channel. And then, yeah, that's it. So, goodbye. So I'm going to leave it here for now. So if you like what you see, stay tuned. If you feel like subscribing as well, go for it. I'll be making some more Amnesia: The Dark Descent as soon as I possibly can. So from then, goodbye.